Lovely, lovely evening. And today, or this evening, we're going to do a little bit of exposing of our own. Okay? We're going to do a little exposing of our own. Okay? A very, very troubled young man. Very, very troubled young man. Okay? And he tried to leave, right? Before we could really ask him any questions. Well, his name isn't Hard Ray now, is it? Jesse. Your name isn't Hard Ray. It's Jesse. Like my name is VicDamoane. And remember, I told you, Jesse, I told you that I was the king of trolls. I told you that I was the top notch. I said I was the man, Mr. Pod Awful. Do you prefer me calling you by your YouTube channel name, Mr. Pod Awful? Yeah, we found you. Okay, Mr. Pod Awful. You have a show scheduled for later on tonight. Yes, it's raining. And what's up, UK London? How are you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. Mr. Pod Awful. Yes. Okay. Seems like when I went looking for your porn bomb video, okay? When you called the King of Trolls, you took that video down. Why did you take the video down? Why did you take the video down? I mean, are you struggling with numbers or because I'm a person that does my research, and I just want to let you know. See, you got 648 subs in total, right? And I'm gonna be 649. Okay, yeah, because I want to know when you go live. Okay, I want to know when you go live. Okay, it seems like you spent a whole lot of money on a lot of this stuff. Now, there's a statement you made here, right? And I want to ask you a question about it. Hold on. I want to ask you a question. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I want to answer something. Okay. Now, hold on. Okay. Now I have a question for you, Mr. Pod Awful. Because remember we were trying to find your channel. We wanted to know who you were. I'm Hard Ray. I'm Hard Ray. I'm the porn bomber. Thanks for the free promotion, bitch. I mean, you just had so much hostility because you tried to porn bomb the King of Trolls and it didn't work out. And you like to put up videos of successful porn bombs, but you don't want to talk about, right, the guy that defeated you. And it seems like you've been catching L's all in that little sector. I'm not the only person to call you out. It's been quite a few people that have called you out, and I see there's a lot of people making fun of the fact that your channel got flagged. Because I don't see you. You said you had a fan base of 10,000, and you were crying in your car about people not subbing back to your channel. Okay, well, I don't know. It didn't seem like you were a racist, but I just have a question for you. Can you answer this for me? Okay, because I want to answer some stuff for you. Okay, I want to answer some stuff for you because you made a statement not too long ago, and I want to address you on it, sir. I want to address you on it. Now listen to yourself. This is what you said.
Starting to get pretty well known, and his name is now Hard Ray. Something you need to know about black folks, especially, is they love being live. I don't know why. There's some minute it's in their DNA. I don't know. In the jungles, they used to be live or something. You know, back in Africa, Mother Africa, where all humans are from, Mother Africa. They were live back then. Everybody watched what everyone else was doing. Black people, they've got an obsession with being live. They could just be making Easy Mac in their kitchen, and they need to turn on a Facebook live stream for some reason. Okay, there's a lot of that. Every black person's Facebook live starts with okay, and they're wearing a shower cap, they're tapping their head, and they're just stirring a pot of Easy Mac and then pouring some hot sauce into it. They're washing a can of tuna. I don't know what they're doing since I can't remember when.
Now, here's my thing to that statement. Right? You said you don't understand why black people love going live so much. So as a black person live right now, let me explain to you why. It has nothing to do with the jungles of Africa, or the fact that we were live in the jungle. Because I mean, technically you haven't gone live yet, but you have a show scheduled on your channel for 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time of yourself going live. Now, secondly, sir, okay, live streaming is easier than video making. I mean, you should know that, because even this live stream that you put up is edited. So that means that you had to shoot this entire live stream, and then you went back and cut it up so you could make it more presentable, what, to the white people? Because see, it seems like your video is very white. I could ask you the same thing. Why are white people like yourself so afraid to go live? Why is it that you don't have the uh, confidence, the talent, or the skill like the black people? Do you understand? Because I'm looking at your backdrop, right? I'm looking at your backdrop right now. Okay? I'm looking at your backdrop. You spent a shit ton of money on all this stuff. You got a monitor here, right? You got the other monitor there. You got a third wall there. You got the microphone there. You spent money on the t-shirt, all the little decorations you did, the lighting. You spent a shit ton of money on this. Am I not lying? You spent a shit ton of money on this. And with all of this, you still don't have confidence. You still don't have confidence. Materialistic things, ain't shit. All of this still doesn't attract people to your channel. All right? You tried your best to like reinvent some type of Howard Stern hookup. And your setup looks very much like my digital screen. Remember how you were complaining about all the random things I have on my screen? Well, sir, look at all the random shit you have in your house. You said everything was jumbled on my screen. Look how everything is jumbled around you. All right? A part of you wants to be in the future and the now, but there's another part of you that can't let go of those two televisions because you're still wrapped up in those two televisions. It's almost like, you never had cable. And when the antenna stopped working, well, hell, you stop watching. I mean, I'm curious, sir. I'm curious, sir. Why do all white people like yourself constantly have to go back and edit and edit and edit and edit and edit and edit. Maybe it's because you don't have that much skill. You know, like the black people that go live, because when black people are live, we don't have the window to create or excuse me or take away a fuck up. If something happens in our live streams that are that's fucked up, like, you know, somebody's titties fall out, or, you know, anything could happen, right? Somebody get robbed on live stream. It's live. But you, on the other hand, you hide your fuck ups, right? Because when you mess up, all you do is you hit the edit button. That doesn't make you good. Do you understand? When you have to go back and edit everything you did wrong in your live show. Because this stream right here is what, 29 minutes long? You recorded yourself way longer than 29 minutes, sir. I could see the breakups in your stream. Now, as far as live streaming on StreamYards, bro, live streaming didn't start on StreamYards. It started on Hangouts. You ain't been around that long. And for the little bit of time that you have been around, quite a few people have been roasting the dog shit out of you. Okay? Okay? Let's show a little bit of your history. Let's show a little bit of your history.
Page 3 now. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
I can't see you. Where are you? You're never gonna see me. Why are you doing this to us? What did I do? Jesse? Yeah. There's no laughing allowed in this conversation. This is a serious phone call. You heard about that, right? Got it. You're not gonna put on video? Well, not if I can't see you. Okay, that's fine. Very fair. So there's been some allegations today about the copying. I heard. You decline. You think these aren't real. I haven't heard said today. I don't know. You know, I sense something in your... No laughing allowed.
That was me.
We start over.
That was me. That was
Jules?
I'm sorry. I'm here to
So,
listen.
Jesse, I sense something in your voice. You don't want this. You don't want any of this. What is this? A war. A battle. A beef. I like war. I don't know. You don't. Stop it. Okay. Why can't you just be like, Mike, I swear to God, I'm not intentionally doing anything. I like you. We're cool. That's what I said in the chat, and you misread it. You didn't. Shut up! I did. You want me to read your messages, you mean bitch?
Damn.
Please. Stop being mean. Stop being vindictive to people. I heard you with Dick Masterson. You were being so tedious with him. How would you be... This is a real question. How would you be with Amy Miller? I'd be very respectful because she's terrifying. Well, okay, that actually makes sense. But she took all this stuff down. Dick Masterson took all of my Patreon. Oh, really? So, yeah. Listen, Jesse, if he died, I would think it was fun. When 1,000 people, here's what we want. Don't be vindictive. Don't be so... You've got a problem with this red bar. When we accused you of copying in 2011, that stuck with you. Well, it did until you seemed cool. Jesse, you brought it up over and over and over again.
Wait. So somebody said something, and you've been booty hurt since 2011. My God, what a grudge to hold, Jesse. Because that's your name, right? Jesse. Come on out, Jesse. Okay? Jesse, you know who Mike is, don't you, Jesse? Come on, let's hear a little more. He calling you all types of bitches and everything, man. You getting punked out on this show.
You. And you kept hanging on to this. I'm not copying Mike and I'll die by it. But why does everybody message me day in and day out with a thing showing me that you've copied?
I get the same messages. I don't know.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I had a post
This
about
is
it in
what
my
we're
group
talking
just
about.
the other day.
Nobody cares. Even if you did, Jesse. Where in the world, do you think in your heart of hearts that Mike David is tuning in and copying you? Do you ever believe that?
I know you're tuning in, so that's half of the equation.
Would you ever believe that? When you go to sleep, do you go, Mike David must want to
Honestly,
be me?
When they first started telling me that, absolutely not.
There you go. And that's
But
where you
then-
got to squash
then
it.
it kept happening.
When I tune in and I watch you do the karaoke, when I watch you do the
I don't
clapping.
do karaoke. What do you?
Jesse,
When did I do karaoke?
we just played it. The Kurt Cobain.
I told you I wasn't here for it. I don't know what you played.
You were lip syncing to Kurt Cobain. Remember that? When you lip synced half of it and sang half of it live?
That was a recording of me singing.
Wait, you were lip syncing to a recording of you singing?
Of myself, yeah.
Oh my God! I can't
Why
even.
is
Like
that
we
a
told you,
problem?
folks.
Why were you lip syncing to your own voice? You were.
It's nuts.
Why were you doing that? We didn't even say that, by the way. We said we thought you were lip syncing half of it. You were lip
was
syncing to the whole thing?
I made a parody song, and then instead of just sitting there,
I
instead
feel
of
terrible.
Oh my God, Jesse, this is what I mean. You gotta listen to these shows that expose you before rebutting. You've made such a fool of yourself just now.
Damn it.
okay, I don't
Jesse,
understand.
here's what I want from you. Chill the fuck out. Don't
Oh.
say my name again.
What is the problem with the lip singing to my own parody song?
Well, you can deal with that
that's
on your own.
crazy.
You can deal with that on your own. That's fucking nuts. You wanted people to think you were singing live.
No, it's a show, and I'm on camera, so I didn't want to just sit there.
Jesse,
doing nothing
here's
while
the thing,
singing.
Jesse. You're not
said
talking
on the
Jesse!
show that I
You're
was
not on the phone with dummy Dick Masterson.
This isn't, Mike, this isn't the limited worldview you've got of my show. I know you don't pay for the show, so you don't see the follow-up. to these things, but
No.
I say it
Yikes.
on the show that I
Okay.
do that. Everybody knows.
Jesse, this doesn't sound confident. Shut the fuck up. Jesse, we want you out of Red Bar. Get out of here, all right?
Get me out then.
Get out.
Damn.
And stay away from our show for the rest of your life.
All right,
Damn.
subscribe to mine.
Thank you. Bye.
Damn.
Fuck you, bitch.
I'm kidding.
Okay, there he was.
And that's exactly what Mike would do
And,
at the end of the call if you ever needed proof of Jesse just doing everything that
I am
Mike
so
does.
uncomfortable getting in the weeds with a guy. I feel awful.
I know, because he honestly
I
doesn't
literally
realize
do.
what he's doing. That's the thing.
Here's the thing. He's a fan of the show. He likes the show. He started imitating me. I feel awful. I don't want to call out copy. This is why I never like Andy Worski, it always ends up with me feeling awful for calling them out.
I know, because it's like,
They just want to, listen, they're new to it. They want to have fun. They want to be, I don't like it. I don't like what I just did there. I don't want to own these little guys. That doesn't make me feel
we
good.
even have
I don't like it at all. I feel like fucking Mersh right now. I don't like that. But I owned him. Thank you. I told you about this guy. I don't want to go to war with this guy. I want peace. I feel
know,
bad.
too.
I don't like that. That's not the kind of guy I want to be. I want to expose the guys that are real trouble. He's not real trouble. You know, the thing about Jesse and Mersh and Andy Worski, what I hate is when a guy is convincing the public of something that they're not. Chris D'Elia, Joe Rogan, they're talking to millions of people. When they say something that's fucked, it bothers me because millions of people are getting the wrong deal, the wrong answer. This felt icky. This felt beneath me. This felt like, you know, what are you doing? These guys who listen to you are going to copy you. Big deal. Leave them the fuck alone. And, you know, but they keep getting brought up. So, you know, and it bugs you. But talking to that guy just now, that's not what I want to do. I want to bring down the big ones.
I know. And like I said a million times, I actually don't even hate Jesse. When I see him, I'm like, oh, it's a fine guy.
He's fine,
It's just like,
whatever.
what are you supposed to do?
And he felt,
that wasn't the Jesse that we've heard on other
exactly.
calls. I'll tell you this. Here's why it changed. That's not the Jesse you hear. That was a defeated. He doesn't want this.
No, I can tell.
He could say in the chat, I know he don't want to do this. He's never wanted to do this. And you know what, Jesse? We're not going to bother you. He doesn't want this. I could tell by his voice. That was a sad Jesse. Anyone who listens to his show knows that's not the Jesse you hear. That made me feel bad. That made me feel like I'm picking on a kid.
I know.
Right? And we hate him. But that made me feel like I'm picking on someone. I don't like that. I don't like picking. Now y'all know who he is. Tough but fair. I actually am bummed out from that.
I know.
To be honest.
Oh.
I don't like that. It's too easy. It's like the big bad red bar is going to pick on
a guy who's just trying to make it in this world.
You know what? Let's give him a second chance. How about this right now? And I hope, Jesse, this is the smartest thing you could do. Second chance. Second chance. Second chance. Second chance. This is like a double scoop or anything like that. Second chance, you forget what happened, Jesse, and you just do your thing, and you hope it never pops up again. That's the best.
I know when you heard him call in and when he didn't do his laughing thing and when he was just like, yeah.
Because that's not, he doesn't even go against, even with Dick Masterson, he brought. I knew that wasn't the Jesse P.S. he wanted to be. I don't even want to showcase him to you like that.
Oh.
It's despicable.
Oh. Damn, Jesse. Jesse. You going live, Jesse? Look, you're supposed to go live at 8 o'clock. Jesse, you gonna have your phone lines open, Jesse? Or are you gonna, play a video that you've pre-made, Jesse? What are you gonna do, Jesse? See, this isn't pre-made. This isn't a video that, I've made, earlier, and I'm uploading it to YouTube right now, Jesse. No. You want to be the white guy that runs around on social media porn bombing black people. And from your origins, they don't really do these type of things. So is this like a cry for help? Right? Is this like a cry for help? All right. And you still didn't listen to me, did you? Because you got 51 likes on your video, but you only got 314 views, Jesse, in 4 hours. All right. How's those likes working for you? How's those likes working for you? All right. Yeah. Let's look at your most popular video here. Okay. Well, it's your Uber video where you were driving an Uber. Let me get this order here. Okay. And in this video, you're acting like the black people because you're live in this stream, Jesse, that you did a week ago. All right. And you're driving around the dangerous streets of Santa Cruz. All right. From $10,000 a month to becoming an Uber driver. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Jesse, did you have a channel? Did you lose a channel? Jesse, did the YouTube robot take all of your money? Because that's what it seems like to me, Jesse. I mean, you uploaded a video 3 weeks ago. You got 74 likes and you only got 737 views. What's going on, Jesse? Why hasn't the likes catapulted you back into the status? Because I believe in one of your videos you said you had 10,000 subs, and this Pod Awful channel has been up since 2014. You've had this channel since 2014. You have links to websites here. Pod Awful. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is, Jesse. All right, because it seems like to me you're a failed YouTuber. Oh wow, look. You have a website here, and you haven't done any updates on your website in well over a month. That's not good. So much for the Pod Awful. Let's check out the Pizza Fund, because remember, I was asking you what it was, and you was like, thanks for the free promotion. And I said, well, hell, you didn't even tell me what the fuck it was. So I got to go find it on my own, Jesse. Oh. So, for $1, you get access to a monthly prank call game show, Craigslist roulette. Well, nobody really uses Craigslist anymore, so that's kind of like a failed venture right there. Then you have another package here, $6 to $30 a month. It says a year's worth of podcast awful bonus content and Friday night hangouts, but we don't use hangouts anymore. Okay. So your packages start at $1 and they go all the way up to $200. And you did try to make yourself look like
Pleasure.
okay.
I must say,
well, I'm not perfect. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Ano pala yung music ko kanina? Ano ba? Yung sa mani, uy, yung sa mani pagtangtang. Uy, sorry, kinsa man siya.
I did try to calm down everything.
Ay, kanya.
Fuck my ass, while my ass is squirting. Fuck. There, man. I was wondering, do you keep guns? Is it more important to keep them where they're easier access in case of emergency?
else in the queue, just leave. Whoever else in the queue, just go ahead and leave, y'all.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Tom?
Keith, excuse me?
Yo, Tommy, thank you, man, for letting me on.
Went shopping earlier for the homeless outreach thing I'm doing on Monday. That was good.
50-minute in the hall of the Mountain King montage. Pot awful dot pizza.
And yeah, I mean, you spent a lot of money on this shit, man. You spent a lot of money on this shit. I mean, maybe at some point you were some type of great YouTuber, okay? Because your backdrop, I mean, like Jesus, like I pray to God, you were doing bigger numbers than 314 views, with all of the editing. I mean, like, damn, you wonder why black people just go live? All right, because simply people support us and we don't have to do all this extra shit, Jesse. Okay, like, where's the talent? You put all that effort into editing, and there's not one drop of talent in any of this live show. 4 hours up. Even your own white people in your own circles, in your own thing, they're not even sharing your shit. All right, because the people that you fuck with do astronomical numbers over you. All of these people know who you are, but at the same time, you can't break through the motherfucking glass ceiling. Whose fault is that? Maybe it's because your content sucks. You ever thought about that? That maybe the one thing that is wrong with what you do is the fact that through all of your technical skills, because you can lay the audio down, you can make intros, you can make cutscenes, you can do all of that. Your editing is almost flawless, to the point when I say, when you cut the camera off and you cut it back on and you continue talking, you almost can't see it. Okay, you need to get your seconds down a little bit better. Catch yourself, like when you're taking a breath, like when you cut yourself off and you'll be like, and you exhale, you need to cut that right there and then overlay it so you don't notice it as much. I mean, of course you might feel that you know more than me because, yeah, at one point you were more successful than me. But at the same time, certain things that we've never experienced, Jesse, like I don't know what it is to lose it all. Okay, I don't know what it is because I've never lost it all. I don't know what that is. Okay, but people needed to know who this porn bomber is. A random at that. He runs around and calls himself Hard Ray. He uses like a moving photo, something that would resemble a GIF of a black man, and then he goes to showing porn bombs. But bro, look who you're porn bombing. You're porn bombing people that don't even speak fucking English. How is that funny? That's like so corny. These motherfuckers don't even understand the language. Okay? They're in third world countries, you dumbass. Why the fuck would they care about some porn on the screen? Okay? You're trying to figure out how black people can do this, right? Because see that video's been up for 4 hours just like yours, but it's got 1,800 views. Yeah, what are you doing wrong? See that black woman? All right, she didn't spend a whole lot of money. She got one green screen. She got one green screen and got 1,800 views. Yeah, maybe you should investigate and see what you did wrong, right? Because you trying to play the numbers game and you trying to figure out what happened. Where did all my people go? Well, it seems like they left your channel because you suck. That's probably why. I mean, you talk like a big YouTuber, but for some strange reason, your audience lost faith in you completely because to go from 10,000 to 648 subscribers. I mean, damn, you couldn't even break 5,000. You suck. And those 10,000 subs were obviously dead subs. It wasn't real. And to get paid from AdSense and looking at your backdrop, yeah, you were making a little bit of change off of AdSense, weren't you? You see, I never depended on AdSense. See, that's where you fucked up. You were more reliant on AdSense than your own people. Because I'm looking at your websites, and your websites have no energy put into them at all. Hell, one of them you haven't posted in over a month. The other one is just silly. Like, I can get the same information for $1 than I can for $200. So why should I ever give you $200? You see how you don't really have this business thing, this business model put together. You said, why was Chucky and his panel attacking me? Who gives a fuck? I haven't been on Chucky's panel. I haven't been anywhere. I've been in other dimensions. I did a show with a lovely woman by the name of Miss Tony. Shout out to her, Miss Tony. Um, and I did a show with Brother Derek today. Outside of that, yeah, I haven't been anywhere else in the black sector. And yeah, I mean, a couple people that know me, I saw a couple people know where I was, or you know what I'm saying, they was interacting with me, when they saw me in these other places. Yep, I don't know what's going on with any of that over there. Didn't watch the replay. You feel me? I've been on cruise control all day. I've been on cruise control. All right. They said it went from ZX to me from some strange reason. Well, yeah. Well, I'm always a topic when I don't bring up them. So I'm used to that. But like I said before, this stream had something to do with exposing. Like I said before, I wanted to find the porn bomber because a lot of people were saying it was triple and this, that, the other. No, 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 no. This guy here, he targets black people's channels and foreigners. I didn't see him doing it to a whole bunch of white people. I didn't see him doing it to that guy Mike that he loves so much. But through his frustration, I can see why he's trying to lash out at the opposite race because yeah, at some point you are depressed. Okay, you have to be depressed to all of a sudden start lashing out at other content creators that have really actually done nothing to you. I mean, I get it. You say it's a prank and this, that, the other, but pranks are so common on YouTube. You know how many people have done pranks on YouTube? I mean, can you bring a little originality to your platform? I mean, even your backdrop, Jesse, your backdrop looks like something I would see from Howard Stern. I mean, like there is no, or I don't see Jesse in that backdrop. I see another white content creator that's doing the exact same thing that the other white content creators are doing. Okay? You're wondering why your numbers and your channels and this shit ain't popping the way it used to. Look at what the fuck you doing. You don't want to take no responsibility for the shit that you put up. Okay? Cover the fucking George Floyd case. White people love that shit. Why don't you roll with that? All right? Take the side of the cop. Roll with that. All right? Why don't you cover some shit that got to do with Antifa? Okay? This is where you're fucking up. All right? Because there's like no black people that are going to really come. I sub to your channel because, like I said, I'm trying to find you. And now all of a sudden that, I got your face up and I'm telling people who you are. You don't even want to type in the chat. What? Are you blocked? You can't be blocked, right? You're unblockable. All right. Are you taking off running now? I mean, it's 8:57. I haven't gotten any notifications. What? You don't want to go live now? Don't let me stop you. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're waiting. You don't want to go live now? What happened? Okay. You should never, as a, pranker, start fucking with trolls. Because the trolls, all we do is we hunt. I thought you knew that. As a YouTuber, you should know that trolling has nothing to do with race, does it? We don't care if you're black, white. We don't care if you're male or female. Trolling has nothing to do with racism. We just want to find you. And looky, we found you. Are you just going to upload a video now? Huh? You wanted to know about black people and why we hit live buttons, yet your hypocritical ass is about to go live. But it seems like you don't want to go live now because VicDamoane, the king of trolls, that'd be me. I got me a new hat. You like it? I got me a new hat. Yeah, I saw this one and I said, yeah, man. Me and my hats, my Detroit hats. I fuck with these hats hard body. But the king of trolls, makes it so easy for me. And look at him. He didn't shut his show down. Look, you had your own people in the background waiting. Why don't you just go ahead and tell them that, well, the king of trolls figured out who I was, and now, all right, and now I done took off running. I mean, by all means, please don't kill yourself, okay? Because by your thumbnails, your thumbnails resemble, those YouTubers that commit suicide after they lose a check. I mean, wouldn't you blame yourself for losing that YouTube check? I had this discussion about people before, content creators that make money on YouTube and what happens to them after they lose that check. Okay? And it's so sad. It's so sad. Okay? That Jesse, someone that calls himself a troll, Okay? It's so sloppy.
The beauty of using.
I mean, just the way you compile these videos. You know, you said that my screen was extremely messy, man, but, you know, that was the pot calling the tea kettle black. Ain't that something? Burning on the same eyes. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, we got another person. Now, I am not going to attempt your name because I don't want to mess up your name. So you tell us your name.
My name is
What in the entire? Okay. Whoa. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Somebody told me if you make it open to anybody, you're gonna get some bull. You're gonna get some stuff. So I was preparing for you. See how quick I shut it down? You see how quick I shut it down?
Food alarm.
So quick. Wow. So yeah, I was prepared. Somebody told me if you open it up for anybody, you're gonna get some crazy. So
Yeah. So you learn, right? VicDamoane's platform, Jesse, is still open. What's the matter? You don't want to play anymore? I mean, you're not good at this at all, Jesse. You know, you're not good at this at all. Okay? You are a disappointment to your 655 fans. Look, some people sub to your channel just because I'm talking about you. And the least thing you could do for us is go live on YouTube. All right? Because nobody's watching you on any of that shit on your website that you overcharge people for. Nobody's checking you out over there. Nobody's checking you out over there. Okay? So beware of this guy that calls himself the porn bomb. I'm gonna show y'all what avatar he's using. Okay? Okay?
Trying to porn bomb the Metal 40, and we couldn't keep getting into his streams. So we took the loop of Cynical and we got in. And boy, did we. This guy we've used.
See? He admits. See, right here, he's admitting that he's using a loop of a black man to speak to black people. Right here.
Him over and over and over again in so many porn bombing campaigns that I'm not kidding. I don't know how this even happens. One day into using Hard Ray as our porn bombing facade, and people started recognizing him. We weren't even going to the same streams. We were getting people from other streams going, wait a second, I seen this guy, abort, hang up on him. Or after we got the porn bomb out, I knew it. I saw him yesterday. One day in, and Hard Ray is completely famous.
10 o'clock at night trying to survive.
Now, there he is right there. This is the loop that he is using to porn bomb people with. He comes in as this entity right here. Okay?
Oh, Cynical.
And the stream close the stream. The beauty of using Hard Ray to fool these people is no one wants to be racist. So when you see a nice smiling black man show up in the backstage area of StreamYards, you go, well, I've got to let him on. Little do they know.
Ray. Ray, what's going on?
What's good, nerds? Oh, shit.
Yo, what the fuck? I gotta get some old ones. Oh. I got my wife.
That's it. They're gonna shut your video down.
Come on, man. Turn that shit off, man. Turn that shit off, bro. Who did that, bro?
They're gonna shut your video down, bro. They're gonna hit you, bro, with that shit with copyright.
Hey, yo, turn that shit off, bro.
Hey, that's not cool. I got my daughters and my wife.
Yo, turn that shit off, bro.
That's
Yo, you read that name?
bro.
Did you read that name?
Hard rate. Hard rate.
Yes, we enjoyed you too. I mean, she waited till
Now that's what I'm saying. You have all of these technical skills, but you know your premise is just like horrible. You know, it might have been funny, like in your 20s, but dude, I mean, I'm looking at you. You look like you're in your fucking 40s. All right. All right, and here, let me show you why you're not in the algorithms. All right. When I put in porn bomb in the YouTube search, look, I put porn bomb in the YouTube search. Look, that guy's famous, but that ain't you. Those people are famous, but that ain't you. All the people that got fame for doing porn bombs, you're nowhere in sight. Not even in the algorithms. You know why? Because too many people have done it. Okay? It's like live streaming with a boom microphone and trying to act like you're the first one to do it. No, you're not the first one to do it. So, being that you're not the first one to do it, nobody's attracted to what you do. Okay? But your backdrop, you know, oh my God, it's messy, but it's also expensive. So I have to give you credit on spending the money, but you know it's almost like it's like buying a drum set and never learning how to play the drums, or you know getting a hold of Bon Jovi's guitar and throwing it in a garage so it collects dust and get scratch marks on it and the fucking you know termites start to eat on it. You know, I mean, Mike, your buddy, he might not like ragging on the little guys, but see, I didn't know who you were. I didn't know if you were a big guy or a little guy. And at one point in time, yeah, you did have more subs than me, but the reality of this is you couldn't hold on to your subs, buddy. Your subs don't follow you. Okay? You didn't have a loyal support team. All you had following you were a bunch of goddamn trolls, and all it took was for your channel to disappear. And when your channel disappeared, you disappeared. And all of your subs didn't care. See, I can go on this channel, that channel, wherever I go, people are going to follow me. You put all your eggs in one basket, but you didn't realize that your basket had a hole in it from the bottom. So your eggs started dropping and hitting the ground one by one by one. And then one day you picked up the basket and it was empty. No eggs in it at all. Shout out to the people that donate to VicDamoane directly, because I don't have to set up a website to ask people to donate to me. They just hit the PayPal and the Cash App, player. And another thing, always remember, before I wrap this video up, because I want to cover the young Pharaoh meltdown. I want to cover that as well. So I'll end this video with this on Jesse, the cowardly lion on YouTube. You know, he's a cowardly lion, not the animal, but, you know, as far as the lying. Yeah, he likes to do that a lot. So always remember this, Jesse, Pod Awful, Pizza Fund. Always remember this. You had to go get an Uber because you were on YouTube, and the people on YouTube bought me a car. Just remember that, Jesse. The black guy that didn't have the boom microphone, that didn't have the desk, that didn't have the deer on the wall with the shades on, or didn't have the Family Dollar toy sitting on the table. I didn't have any of those fancy monitors. I didn't have any. I didn't have the software. My God, the software that you have, all right, goes well off into the thousands of dollars. I mean, I spent money on software, but not to the thousands. No, no, not to that fancy smancy shit that you got, player. All right? I got to give you a kudos to that. But with all of that money you spent on all of that shit, okay, you could not buy not even 5 cents worth of talent. Not even 5 cents worth of talent. Okay? Somewhere you fucked up your profit line and you started digging into your budget. You ended up in the negative, and now you're the famous YouTuber that's waiting on somebody like me to call you. So, you know, maybe I might need a ride downtown. Maybe I don't want to drive my car. Maybe I want you to drive your car. Damn. Damn. Okay. He spent about 10 grand in that on between his software, arts and crafts, between his software and his setup. Oh, I see about 10 grand. Right? Maybe a little less, but you're closer to the 10 than you are. You're closer to 10,000 than you are 5,000. Okay? Okay? Get you some content about yourself, young man. Use this video on your little itty bitty channel addressing VicDamoane if you dare. Okay? Because I can drop my link again, and we could have a much better discussion directly, because I love to interact directly. I don't run at all, but it seems like you do. All right, maybe I came off a little aggressive. Maybe I came back too fast, because 1 minute you thought you were a secret, and then the next minute VicDamoane has exposed you all the way out, and now I'm just waiting on you, Pod Man. Okay. 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 When you say pod awful, it's like, you're inside of a pod that's awful. Me, I live on the outside of on the pod. I'm a king. All right. And see, for my fans and my subs, we all wanted to know who you were, and now we do. So with that being said, it's your boy VicDamoane. We're gonna leave this shit right here. All right, because the white boy then took off running. The white boy is on retreat. Okay. He done spent all that money on that fancy smancy shit. He can't get no donations. and he is hated by his own kind. Okay? I don't know. Maybe we can find somebody for you, Pod Awful. Okay? I got your sub count to go from 648 to 655. At least give me some credit. Okay? Show me some love. Because none of those white people that were on your side, well, they didn't do anything for you. You said, what's going on? Oh, nothing. We just found the porn bomber that's floating around in the black sector targeting black people for some strange reason because the white people, kicked him to the curb. They embarrassed him. They humiliated him. Beasley has told y'all over and over again there's a black sector, it's a white sector. So this is a guy that was rejected from the white sector completely, like all white people. And that's a lot of white people. Whole bunch of white people just all shunned this one white man. And he ended up in the kingdom of VicDamoane on his knees, begging for attention, life, views, and subs. And as a fair king, I don't pass judgment on people on color or anything like that, or the fact that they are so confused by doing some of the same repetitive shit. Just like on his channel, he literally just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over, and there's nothing new. And his trolling is so weak and childish. I mean, where's the flair? Where's the magic? Okay? You ain't doing nothing different than nobody. I mean, so many people are doing what you're doing, Jesse. If you came out of that awful pod that you live in, maybe you would see that more and more people have done what you've done, and they've done it better than you. And they've used less resources. See, Jesse thinks porn bombing from a website is something disruptive. No, Jesse. If you porn bomb someone from a website, that's one thing. If you want to be magical, then you would porn bomb someone with their actual nudes. Oh, now see, that's pushing the envelope, Jesse. But you don't think like that. You're a porn bomber. You should be bombing people with their own nudes. But there's no way for you to get that because you're not that bright. You're not that smart. And there are people out here that are doxing people on their real nudes, not some shit they got off a website. You see? That's why your algorithms are down here. You see? Learn something, Jesse. Educate yourself, young man. Okay, no. He probably lives with his mom. All that shit in his house. That he doesn't have a girlfriend. All right. God made sure that he doesn't reproduce in the world, so he's angry at the world. Okay, but let's get to this other video because I want to show y'all this shit. Okay. All right, Jesse. I know who you are now. Okay. And you came to my show, so it's only right that I bless you with the king's presence whenever you're ready. Don't worry, I'm subbed. So when you do decide to stick your head out, all right, the king of trolls will be there. It's your boy VicDamoane. All right, research. I will catch up with y'all in a minute. Well, I'll just be right back. Stop a stream, start a stream. Jesse don't know how to do that. You dig?